My BF told me he used to touch his sister. My BF 23M and I 23F have been dating for the last 6 months, and just a few days ago, he admitted to me that he used to touch his little sister when he was younger. He said it went on for years, from when he was 9 to when he was 16. She was 2 years younger than him, and he got in trouble for it during his senior year of high school when he told one of his friends, and his friend ended up calling the authorities. He ended up going to a 2-year program where he could do therapy, and he even got a misdemeanor charge on his record. When he told me this, he was crying and said he could never forgive himself for what he did. I'm still completely shocked by everything, and I never in a million years would have thought he would be capable of doing something like this. Throughout the entire relationship, he's been nothing but kind and respectful and would never touch me if I didn't want it. But I can't help but feel disgusted by what he did, and my perspective of him has changed. I don't understand why anyone would ever want to touch their younger sibling like that, and it just grosses me out thinking about it. He told me his sister forgives him for what he did, and whenever I'm over at his house, they seem to be close and have a good relationship. Maybe I am just overreacting, and I shouldn't care as much as I should, but I am really freaked out by all of this. Edit. I wanted to add some additional context to this post because I feel like I was too vague in the original post. He and his sister are 2 years apart, and it started when she was 7 and he was 9. He told me it started as them playing, and it slowly progressed into him touching her inappropriately. He told me he would ask for favors in exchange for touching her. For example, he would do her math homework, and then he would touch her after. He told me it was over the clothes and that it was just groping, and it never progressed into more than that, not that it's much better. This continued until he was 16, and she was 14, and one day, his friend told him a story about how she was touched inappropriately and how much it affected her mental health. He then realized what he was doing was wrong and stopped immediately in his junior year of high school. During his senior year, he told his friend and the friend told the authorities, and that's how he got in trouble. He had to complete a state-approved program that included individual, group, and family therapy. Even after the program, he still goes to individual therapy every week. Now, I might be coping hard, but I do not think he's a pedophile or a sexual predator. He was a minor when he did this stuff, and I know he is not attracted to kids at all. The part that I personally don't understand is how you can do this to your sister, of all people. I mean, doing this to anyone is horrible, but your sister? It's just hard to wrap my head around all of this. This has been all I can think about for the past 4 days. Also, thank you everyone for your comments, advice. It means a lot. I am definitely going to try to talk to him about all of this. I was actually sexually assaulted when I was 14, and just knowing that he did something so vile like that to his sister has been a mindfuck for me. The only thing that's making me want to work this out with him is that he repeatedly tells me he didn't know what he was doing was wrong, and that it could hurt someone. He went to therapy and continues to go to this day, and he seems like he is genuinely remorseful for what he did and is extremely ashamed. He can't talk about it without crying and saying how awful of a person he is for doing something like that.